Hey guys, tonight we will journey back to ancient India, where the air hums with the scent of exotic spices and the wisdom of millennia. You find yourself wandering through bustling marketplaces, the sounds of distant flutes mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves, as you prepare to uncover the strange and soothing history of Ayurvedic medicine. Imagine a time when every plant held a secret, every ritual a profound purpose, though you probably wouldn't survive a single ailment without modern antibiotics. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Tell me where you're listening from and what time it is there right now down in the comments. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You are stepping into a period so ancient, around 3000 BCE or even earlier, where the very word Ayurveda meant something profound, the science of life or life knowledge. It wasn't just about curing illness. It was a holistic philosophy for living, deeply intertwined with the rhythms of nature and the universe. Imagine the sages, meditating in the Himalayan foothills, observing the intricate dance between human body and natural world. They believed that health wasn't merely the absence of disease, but a dynamic state of balance. A common historical fact is that this system predates many other well-known medical traditions. You might find it quirky that early Ayurvedic practitioners sometimes diagnosed illnesses by observing the patient's urine for ants, hoping to detect sugar, which, spoiler alert, is a surprisingly effective, albeit unhygienic method for diabetes. Historians still debate whether Ayurveda developed entirely independently or if there was cross-cultural fertilization with other ancient healing practices. As you drift further into the past, you encounter the sacred texts known as the Vedas, particularly the Rig Veda and Atharvaveda, written between 1500 and 500 BCE. These aren't just religious scriptures. They're encyclopedias of early Indian thought, containing hymns, philosophical treatises, and crucially for our journey, incantations and herbal remedies that form the earliest written records of Ayurvedic knowledge. Legend has it that the knowledge of Ayurveda was revealed to humans by the gods themselves, with Brahma imparting it to Daksha Prajapati, who then passed it to the Ashwin twins, the divine physicians. It's a bit like getting your medical degree straight from Olympus, only with more chanting and less student debt. A common historical fact is that the Atharvaveda contains a wealth of proto-medical information, describing diseases, their symptoms, and remedies. A quirky detail is that some early Vedic hymns describe surgical procedures, hinting at a sophisticated understanding of anatomy long before formalized medical schools. Historians still debate the exact chronology and authorship of these early texts, often relying on linguistic and archaeological clues. Now, gently, you are introduced to the core concept of the 3 times doshas: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These aren't just personality types, but fundamental energies that govern all physiological and psychological processes within you. Vata, associated with air and ether, controls movement. Pitta, fire and water, governs metabolism. And Kapha, earth and water, manages structure and lubrication. Think of them as your body's personal climate control system, always striving for equilibrium. Too much Vata might make you anxious and flighty, while an excess of Pitta could make you hot-headed literally and figuratively. A common historical fact is that understanding your unique doshic constitution, or times Prakriti asterisk, is central to Ayurvedic diagnosis and treatment. It's rather quirky that ancient texts describe specific physical characteristics and emotional tendencies for each dosha, down to the shape of your fingernails and the quality of your dreams. Historians still debate the precise origins of the dosha theory and how much it evolved from earlier humoral theories in other cultures. You observe the ancient practitioners with their deep reverence for nature as they meticulously categorized thousands of plants. They understood that the earth was a vast pharmacy, and every leaf, root, and bark held potential for healing. You see them prescribing specialized diets, not just for illness, but for maintaining optimal health, tailoring recommendations to an individual's dosha. Food is medicine, they'd say, a mantra still echoed today. Imagine someone telling you to eat specific fruits for your fire constitution or certain grains to calm your air. It sounds a bit like a personalized smoothie menu from a very, very old cafe, doesn't it? A common historical fact is that Ayurveda extensively uses herbal preparations, often complex formulations of multiple ingredients. It's a quirky detail that some traditional texts include detailed instructions for preparing these remedies, including specific times of day for harvesting plants and lunar phases for mixing concoctions. Historians still debate the efficacy of certain ancient herbal remedies when viewed through a modern scientific lens. As you peer into a dimly lit operating room of antiquity, you might be surprised by the sophistication. Ancient Ayurvedic surgeons, particularly the legendary Sushruta, were pioneers. They performed intricate procedures like cataract removal, plastic surgery, especially rhinoplasty or nose reconstruction, and even dental work, using an impressive array of over 100 different surgical instruments. Remember that crocodile dung sunscreen from another episode? Well, these guys were performing operations with the precision of a master craftsman, not just slapping on mud. A common historical fact is that Sushruta's compendium, the Times Sushruta Samhita *, is one of the earliest and most comprehensive texts on surgery in the world. A truly quirky fact is that some accounts suggest they would practice incisions on gourds and dead animals to hone their skills before operating on humans, which is a surprisingly modern approach to surgical training. Historians still debate the extent to which these surgical techniques were truly widespread and successful across ancient India. Now, you recline in a quiet room, ready to experience time's Panchakarma *, a set of 5 therapeutic actions designed to purify the body and mind. This isn't just a spa day, it's a rigorous detoxification process aimed at rebalancing the doshas. You might undergo times Vamana, times therapeutic emesis, *Virchana times purging, or times Basti times enemas, among others. It sounds intense, and it certainly was, but the goal was deep cellular cleansing, like giving your internal system a really thorough spring cleaning, rather than just dusting around the edges. A common historical fact is that Panchakarma is still a cornerstone of Ayurvedic treatment today, emphasizing the elimination of toxins. A quirky piece of information is that specific oils and herbal decoctions are used in these therapies, often chosen not just for their medicinal properties, but also for their subtle energetic effects on the body. Historians still debate the long-term effectiveness of Panchakarma compared to modern medical interventions for chronic diseases. The gentle rhythm of time continues, and like many ancient traditions, Ayurveda faced periods of challenge and decline. Invasions, changing political landscapes, and the rise of other medical systems sometimes pushed Ayurvedic knowledge to the background. Imagine libraries being lost, practitioners scattered, and the wisdom of generations hanging by a thread. However, like a resilient seed, it always found a way to sprout anew. Dedicated scholars and royal patrons would diligently collect, translate, and preserve the texts, ensuring the torch of knowledge never fully extinguished. It's a testament to its enduring power that it wasn't just forgotten like last week's forgotten grocery list. A common historical fact is that during the Mughal period and later under British rule, indigenous medical systems like Ayurveda faced significant pressure and suppression. A quirky detail is that some Ayurvedic families maintained their lineage of knowledge through oral traditions and secret manuscripts, safeguarding their practices during challenging times. Historians still debate the true extent of the decline and the specific factors that led to its periodic resurgences. And now you find yourself back in the present, observing how the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda has gracefully transcended millennia. It's not just a relic of the past, it's a living, breathing tradition, influencing modern wellness trends from yoga and meditation to personalized nutrition. Many are rediscovering its emphasis on prevention, natural remedies, and the mind-body connection, finding peace and balance in its gentle guidance. You see research labs across the world now studying ancient herbs, trying to understand the science behind what the sages knew intuitively. It's quite satisfying, really, to know that thousands of years later, these ideas are still making headlines, though probably less about diagnosing diabetes with ants these days. A common historical fact is that there is a growing global interest in complementary and alternative medicine, including Ayurveda. A quirky aspect is how many modern beauty products now incorporate traditional Ayurvedic ingredients like turmeric and neem, echoing ancient practices for skin and hair care. Historians still debate how to effectively integrate ancient medical wisdom with contemporary evidence-based medicine without compromising either. As our journey through the strange and soothing history of ancient Ayurvedic medicine gently draws to a close, allow your mind to slowly drift from the bustling marketplaces and quiet healing chambers of the past. You can almost feel the whispers of ancient sages, their understanding of life and balance settling softly around you. Picture the gentle sway of palm leaves in a warm breeze, the subtle scent of sandalwood and healing herbs, as your awareness slowly, calmly returns to this present moment. There is a deep comfort in realizing that even as the world rushes onward, some profound wisdom endures, always there, waiting to offer a sense of calm and well-being. Let this ancient knowledge simply wrap around you now, a soft blanket of peace, guiding you gently into the quiet stillness of your own restful night. Sweet dreams.